What the fuck is this?
Get the fuck out of our studio.
Hold on. They messed with our fucking thing.
Yo, the kid is older, bro.
No, that's some fucking grown man. Okay, alright, it's coming up. Okay, for real this time.
Alright. Welcome back
to... A little debacle at first, but we're here.
Welcome back to Two Fingers in the Ass, the podcast. I'm
2.5
fingers in the ass.
What's that make me? The ass?
You could have been the fingers.
You said you would... Whatever. Like 2.5 inches. We're doing 2.5 inches again.
2.5 inches.
The first 2 episodes were not enough to dissuade us. We're still doing this.
Back with a vengeance.
Yes, sir. Anyway, so the other day, chop right into it. I was driving to work, and I usually fart when I'm going to work. It's a pretty common. It's like a routine. It's
part of your morning routine.
Like I wake up, I do all my shit. I'm too busy to be farting, and so I hit the truck, and I kind of like relax a little bit on the drive. And so I was busting so much ass that it hurt. That it
hurt?
Yeah. So
what hurt?
Okay, so my ass was sitting at like probably approximately like 50 psi. It was
approximately
incredible, the pressure that was being released, and so it was all being released so fast and so hard that the clap of my ass cheeks from this fart felt like I was getting spanked on the inside of my ass. It was out of this world. Probably worst fart I've ever had, other than the time I shit myself. But that's not even. Let's actually talk about it. Let's talk about
shit
that.
Yourself.
No, yeah, I was.
What was it like? Like as a kid or like an adult?
No, as a kid. I was in the 3rd grade. There is this dude.
Oh, 3rd grade.
Okay, but listen to the story. Okay. I'd taken like a day off sick because I had like a stomach flu, and I came back because I was like, oh no, I'm feeling better, I'm ready to go. And we were sitting in computer lab, and there's this kid, we'll call him Tony. And we weren't like best buds, we were like marginally friends. But he was like in my assigned seat next to me.
Best buds with.
And so me...
Rigatoni Tony,
nigga Tony. It's my favorite pasta. What's wrong with that? Yeah, so Tony and me were kind of joshing. We were just having a good time.
Yeah.
In computer lab because that was so much fun. And I just, I had to bust ass pretty bad. And so I did. And Tony thought it was the funniest thing he'd ever heard in his fucking life. And so me being a people pleaser, I was like, oh, you like that, Tony? Huh? You like that? Just fucking shred another one then and there. He thinks it's even funnier. And then he's like, oh my God, I can smell it. Laughs harder. So he's in tears, stomach cramp, the whole 9 yards.
Right.
Because I'm busting major ass. And so I was like, I felt a real big one coming.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, Tony, if you liked the first one and thought the second one was even better, you're gonna love this one. And
the sequel.
I pushed and just fucking shit myself. Hard, fast. I mean, just absolutely
painted your
my drawers. And Tony's still fucking dying of laughter, but I've now stopped laughing with him, of course, because I realized what I've done. And then he was like, oh my God, this one stinks even worse. And he laughs harder. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go. And so I was like, hey, Miss whatever my teacher's name was,
Whitaker.
Yeah, we'll call it. I was like, I gotta,
Miss Forrest.
I am going to go home. And she was like, what? And I was like, I have to go. I have to call my mom. I have to leave. And so I was sitting in the office after they called my mom, and they're like, "Do you need to go to the bathroom?" And I was like, "No, I don't.
Nothing I can do now."
I gotta throw these underwear away, throw the fucking pants away. It's over. So yeah. So the other day when it hurt was the second worst fart I've had because I have explosively shit myself in front of people and then had to deal with the consequences.
I was hoping this story would be more like you were like, oh, fucking Tony, this is gonna be the funniest shit ever. Check this out, and then you go to rip one, and he's like, oh, that's so funny. Oh my god, I can smell it, and then you're like, oh my god.
Well, that's not.
I know why you can smell it.
That's exactly because I the first two I was laughing right alongside him, you know.
Mm.
And then on the third one, when I actually shit myself, I was stone-faced, you know, I was not having a good time anymore.
Stone
but
cold.
he was still dying. I just wish I could find him. I don't know. I don't even know what his real name is.
Never been heard
it
of
might
again.
be Tony. It very well could be Tony, but I could not say for certain. Definitely don't know his last name.
Sanchez.
I know what his face looked like in the 3rd grade, so I mean... It probably was Sanchez, which makes it even harder to find him now.
That's honestly so true.
But anyway.
Just go anywhere and be like, yeah, I'm looking for Tony Sanchez, and they're like, you gotta give me more than that, man.
Like, oh, he's got brown skin and black hair, and
Like, you
I think you actually widened the
yeah, you ruled out 0 people. You added in 5 more.
No, for real. I'll never be able to find him again. Which is a shame because I want to talk to him about this experience because only him and the office staff and my mother knew about this.
That's weird. There's so many kids. That's weird. Because most of the people I went to school with, like grade school, I still at least somewhat know now. Like maybe I don't know him, but I could find him.
Yeah.
I feel like pretty easily. There's only there was a kid in middle school. I remember in 7th grade, there was a video of him and his uncle. He was already like a weird, fucked up, like trailer park kid.
Oh, the kid?
Yeah. But like his uncle was like very clearly like his father figure. That's who he aspired to be like.
Okay.
Weird video where they did something with fire. His uncle did something with fire, and then they both had a stapler and were just stapling themselves on the stomach. And he was like, yeah, throw that on the Instagram.
So wait, run me back through. They started a fire.
They did something with fire. Like I don't know. It was his uncle. I don't know if he was doing like the hand sanitizer and light it on fire, or like he tried to do like a fire eating routine, or he was just lighting shit on fire.
And then
might have just been mass
stapled himself.
Arson, and then they just like walk up with a stapler and just kind of smack it to the stomach area.
Wow.
And then they're
Of
like,
all
yeah,
areas,
perfect
too.
for
I mean, I'd probably
nice,
go with a
soft,
forearm.
sensitive skin.
Like a peck, maybe.
But he was still around too. That was the other.
For him.
That was the other noteworthy thing about. He was kind of a bully. I mean, he was clearly like, you know, as an adult, you can look back on it and be like, yeah, that was a kid that had something fucked up going on in his home life because he was kind of a bully. But it was a noteworthy thing that he was like completely unironically, he was a big fan of My Little Pony in 7th grade, and then during school he'd have like shirts and wristbands, and he'd be like, "Hey, don't fuck around with Applejacks," or whatever the fuck the horse's name is, the pony, and then you'd be like, "Fucking loser," and he
was the bully.
Life. Yeah.
But
so nobody would ever say shit to him because he
was a big strong guy. He was just blatantly queer.
And then on the weekends he would just be stapling himself and lighting shit on fire. And then
have mercy, what a poor bastard.
But I mean, the last time I saw him was graduation practice, 8th grade graduation practice, and I didn't see him at graduation because it was one of those things where they're like, "How is he graduating?" Oh, I guess he is.
So
cool.
He just went with the class.
Good for him. And then we didn't see him at graduation, and the rumor, I don't know if it's true at all, the rumor was that he just got wasted and just didn't show up.
Oh, the fucking
So-
8th grader get fucking shithoused and can't make it to his little 8th grade graduation.
So, you know,
Oh my god.
one of those people I don't know if I'll ever see again. I kind of want to
Probably
know what
not.
he's
He's probably fucking dead. He's
Maybe.
probably tits up in a canal somewhere.
But it'd be such a good, like, movie story for him to be, like, a Wall Street banker now and just,
Oh, that would be great.
just
wouldn't
killing it. Making billions off of GameStop and AMC and fucking Dogecoin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what a...
Yeah. So if you're out there, Quentin, I miss you.
His name is Quentin.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I don't miss you, actually. That was a figure of speech. Honestly, it would probably be better for me and the world if you were face up in a ditch, but I'm not gonna wish death on anybody, certainly.
Well, it sounds like you just did, but we'll
Well,
gloss straight over that one.
I didn't say that's what I wanted. I said maybe, perhaps, hypothetically, that would be what's best for me and society as a whole.
Oh, maybe.
But not that, it's not like a Thanos thing where I'm like, half the universe being dead would be better for society. But I'm not going to...
Just Quentin.
Yeah. He's probably causing, like, disputes in Israel and world hunger and shit.
We can only hope.
That
Hey, speaking of Thanos,
Yeah.
Something that's really what really gets my goat
Yeah.
is lovely young African American fellows that are super into like cosplay and shit.
Okay.
Because I mean, if they're not Black Panther or
The other black one?
Black Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
Oh, I thought you were trying to think of the Falcon.
I guess
He's black.
Falcon. Yeah, he's black.
Nick
if they're
Fury.
not Nick Fury, yeah. So we can go for a little while.
I think that's all of them, actually.
They've got, I think, a pretty proportionate representation compared to like their proportion of the population. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is,
You're digging a hole here.
what I'm saying is like when they dress up as like a white dude.
Okay.
And it's like, white dudes dress up as other people all the time. It's not a problem.
Right.
But
you're saying it's a problem when a black person...
I'm not saying it's a problem, but I'm saying is that other people make it a problem.
But...
Because I saw a picture, I sent it to you.
Did you?
Yes, not just now.
Oh!
The picture.
Yes!
And okay, so there's this dude, there's this black dude that dressed up as Magneto.
Classic.
Right. And someone took this picture of this kid who's super pumped to be Magneto. He spent all these hours on his cosplay costume.
Good for him.
And the picture says, "All hail Magnegro." Like that's all it boils down to.
Is that he's Magnegro?
Like, he's pumped. He loves Magneto as a character. He wants to dress up as him. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Because he's black, he gets boiled down to Magnegro.
It's a shame.
It's a crying shame because they really don't. If they don't dress up as black characters, people are like, "LMAO, look at this guy. Look at this fucking dude. Huh? Who does he think he is? Magnegro?"
Do you imagine like you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna be fucking Iron Man," or "I'm gonna be Magneto," and they're like, "Oh, it's Magnegro," and he's like, "I'm gonna be Iron Man." And they're like, "Iron Negro." And then he's like, "Fine, I'll be fucking Nick Fury," and they're like, Negro Fury.
He's like, "I'll show you some motherfucking Negro Fury."
And then he kills them all.
Yep, in a workplace rage. But yeah, I really do feel bad for those guys sometimes. Cause I'm like,
For Magnegro?
I mean, definitely, I want to reach out to Magnegro.
Yeah.
And just like...
Well, this is an open letter to Magnegro. If you're looking for a safe space to discuss your craft, maybe some of the challenges you've had to face over the years in cosplaying as Magnegro, becoming the character, give us a shout, man. Come on the show.
Come on down, Magnegro. We'd love to see. I just want to know your story, man.
We won't kill you.
Come on. That's not it. What is this?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
We're gonna have you on. We'll get you a drink. We'll get
He's
you.
not gonna fucking come on now.
No, he's gonna come on.
You tried to make to make a quick bit.
You think he's gonna come on after fucking 10 times of calling him Magnegro?
He might, because that's all we know him as.
But that's not what he knows himself as.
He's probably seen the picture. So we've got like 10 listeners. Blows the hell out of 2, whatever we thought we had last time.
That's not bad, actually. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks for that.
10 listeners. Big ups.
If 10% of our listener base is Magnegro.
Yeah. I don't know what the percentage is on that. I know it's less than 1/10 of 1%. But hey, it doesn't hurt to try.
Yeah,
But now he's not going to come on because you tried to make a bit about killing him.
Okay, hopefully you're still listening. Listen,
He turned it off. He's gone.
No.
He killed himself. That was it. That was the last thing. The last thing he could handle. He was like, "Oh, finally, my favorite new podcast, 2.5 Inches. They're talking about me. They're giving me some recognition. They're empathizing with me." And then, right when you said that, he hung himself.
Breaking news: in just 3 short episodes, new podcast 2.5 Inches claims the life of a black man,
more commonly known as Magnegro.
Anyway, come on our show. We're cool guys.
We try to be.
We'll give you a full interview and some real southern hospitality, if you catch my drift.
God damn it! That's it. It's going to be 1/2 inch podcast from now on.
No, you can't take the 2 off. Theme song will just be the kid.
Just edit the kid singing the whole time. I think his name's Jake in the show.
I don't fucking know. I haven't seen
Yeah,
the
that's
show.
right. You haven't seen the show.
Seen
You
the
need to watch the
shit-ass
show. Why did you accept the name 2.5 Inches if you haven't seen 2.5 Men?
It's funny. It fits the characters. Me and you.
I guess. It doesn't.
It fits me.
Are you supposed to be Alan?
Who the fuck is Alan?
God damn it! Are you supposed the motherfucker? The bald one, the one that doesn't fuck.
I'm fucking Charlie Sheen.
You are not Charlie Sheen.
I am Charlie Sheen. My entire
I would
life,
be Charlie Sheen.
Years before this show, I have been Charlie Sheen.
How? How could you possibly draw any parallels to Charlie Sheen?
Does he have AIDS or just HIV?
I think he just got the clap, just the herp.
Just the clap?
No,
he had HIV.
I'm sorry. I don't know. They'll get confusing. He had HIV. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that's what.
Unless if it was herpes.
That's what I share with Charlie.
I'm gonna look it up. Make sure we're not spreading disinformation on the airways.
Is that really what's important to you?
Is it not important to you, you fucking bigot?
What have I done, huh?
What have I done? Except I have been a little aggressive on this episode.
A little bit. You won't let me be Charlie Sheen. Trying to make me be Alan. Fuck is an Alan?
He's the.
What do I look like, a wrench to
he's
you?
He's the like.
Did you get that one?
Yeah. Got that one.
This is a comedy show.
You're hitting the likes of fucking Bill Cosby stand up right now.
Oh, come on. Let's not slander the Cosb.
We already did. We spent 10 minutes last episode slandering the Cos.
Let's not ruin his good name.
Come on now.
Listen, last time we had him on, we talked about what a stand-up guy he was. A real stand-up American.
We did not.
We did. It was a slip of the tongue.
We did. No.
No, yeah. We read his Wikipedia, and I read it wrong. He said he was a stand-up comedian.
Oh, he said stand-up guy.
Real stand-up guy.
I remember that. Never mind.
This guy doesn't even know the show.
You know what? I've been blackout drunk the whole time.
He spent all his free time getting blackout drunk and watching 2.5 Men like a fucking pansy.
See, now who's the mean one?
You still.
Anyway, okay, so on November 17th, 2015, he didn't die. Sheen publicly
Charlie
revealed
Sheen is dead.
that he has HIV. He's HIV positive, having been diagnosed for 4 years. Wow, so 2011.
Wow, he's had it.
Wow.
He's like Magic Johnson. He's just not going to die from it.
I think you can.
You can pretty reasonably live with HIV now.
Yeah, you can take the right drugs, and
AIDS is the one that.
Because if you let HIV evolve
AIDS.
into AIDS, then you're counting your days. But you're just one wrong mosquito bite away from getting fucking killed.
So, yeah, shouts out Charlie Sheen. Listen, if you want to come on the show.
Shouts out my moms.
Shouts out my Sheen.
You're Charlie Sheen.
For being on a TV show and having HIV. Oh, man. Thanks for that. Right into the mic, huh?
Shut up.
Why don't you do that one again?
Maybe I will. You think I care?
Yep. Have you seen that? You've seen that meme of it's making fun of the Cars plot.
No.
Like Cars 1 was like Owen Wilson.
Yes, I did.
Owen Wilson is a car and he wants to go fast. Cars 3 is like I never saw Cars 3. What, it had a plane, I think.
Yeah, they had a plane in that.
And then Cars 2 was like...
Oh, they had a plane in Cars 2.
What? Can you find
Well,
the
Cars 3... The plot of Cars 3 was like... Lightning McQueen's been champion for however many years. But then, like, new race cars come out. And he starts getting passed up. And he, like, keeps trying to go faster and faster. But he can't keep up anymore.
He's just old. Like
he's just old,
like
yeah.
Doc.
And so he becomes Doc. And he, like, trains, like, one of the new cars or whatever. That was attempting to train him to get him up to speed, quite literally. And so then he was like, "Nay, you go faster than me. Why don't you fucking race?" And then so she won. And it was a whole like coming to God moment for him, where he's like, "Oh, I'm Doc Hudson now."
And so he's old. But Cars 2 was British intelligence working with Tow Mater. To stop. It was in Japan
international
at some point.
terror. Yeah, they were in Japan.
It was international terrorists.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I know,
like corporate terrorists, because they were trying to further the goals of
big oil.
Big oil.
I mean, I kind of makes sense. They're cars. I feel like
big oil would
be a very useful company.
It would be like if all the water, agriculture, and oil companies
became one.
It had, all three pretty large. I mean, water is more city run and shit, but there are like water companies and whatnot. But still,
all I remember,
you mix like Monsanto and Shell,
even just those two alone,
they're just fucking amazing.
Great companies.
Great. They've done nothing wrong ever.
All I know from Cars 2 was when we had Finn McMissile on the show, and he fucked my mom.
Put his whole exhaust pipe straight up her fanny.
Yeah, that. He's still here. He's still there. Never left.
He lives here now. He's got a little spot on the carpet where he
just
curls
hanging
up
out.
in the wall.
He's dripping oil everywhere. It's pretty nasty, but he's old. His days are numbered. We let him hang around.
He hangs out. He butts in anytime any mention of his mom comes up.
Yeah, it's a really important issue to him. At that, and I remember when Tow Mater, he ate wasabi and he thought it was ice cream.
Oh yes, we ate a big old gloop of it.
He was very very haha funny.
Yeah,
Larry the Cable Guy, laughing and.
Larry the Cable Guy's Tow Mater?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I don't know why I couldn't have drawn the parallel.
That is Larry the Cable Guy.
That makes so much sense.
He had a war movie.
No, I did. That's crazy.
We have a live studio audience.
We do. We're moving up.
What up?
No, I guess I should have known that because their voice, it's his voice, but wow. Look at him.
Tow Mater. Without the tuh. Man, he is just...
He's a jolly guy. I kind of like. I mean, I know he catches flack because his stand-up is kind of dick.
He's
in
not,
its own way.
I mean,
he's got funny moments. Don't get me wrong. I like Larry the Cable Guy.
I forgot he was in a comedy trip with Jeff Foxworthy. We talked about Jeff Foxworthy.
Did we?
For a brief moment.
When? Why did we talk about him?
Because exactly, he is the GOAT. We were talking about, I don't know, comedy. And Jeff Foxworthy.
No.
Known mostly as the host of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, but to me is known for his touring Christian stand-up comedy.
Christian stand-up.
Christian stand-up comedy. I saw a Christian concert that he opened for. Weird combination to begin with. You got Jeff Foxworthy coming out and being like, "Hey, folks, reading them Bibles."
How about that? How about that communion food?
He's like, so that Exodus, huh? That Jesus is a real feller, isn't he?
Hey, how come every time I go to church, they give me the bottom shelf blood of Christ? I want some nicer blood of Christ.
Arguably better than any Christian comedy I've ever heard.
We should be Christian comedians.
Oh, we should. Pivot the whole podcast, starting from halfway through episode 3. We're now a Christian comedy podcast. I don't know. I think we're out of material after.
I think we might be
bottom shelf communion wine.
Might be.
All right, and that wraps up the Christian portion of the podcast.
It lasts a good old 45 seconds.
Yeah, I heard of a Larry the Cable Guy movie came out just a couple of years ago. Mm-hmm. It was like a serious movie.
Oh, what? Oh, I didn't know
I believe, and he was. Here you go, Cars 2, 2011. And it was he played like a
America.
War vet.
Oh.
Or it was like a war movie.
What? Larry the Cable Guy was a war vet, huh?
Yeah.
I guess, he wants to expand his role. Instead of just some drunk, funny hillbilly.
Yeah. Well, apparently it was fucking ass.
Was it? Oh.
It was just vilely horrible.
Because he is
arguably offensive to veterans.
He's just naturally he can only ever be a drunk, shirtless hillbilly that does comedy.
I'll never be able to find it again, but there it is, Delta Farce. Maybe I was thinking of the wrong movie.
That's a comedy.
Yeah, must have been thinking of the wrong movie.
I thought it would be weird for him to be. Yeah, that's not a serious. He's making a dumbass fucking face in army gear.
I must have heard of something else. We should watch Delta Farce.
We should.
Okay. Sorry, I'm off track.
Hey, you ever hear about there's those it's like a little group of folks. I think they started on Reddit. They do they talk about like the Loch Ness monster and stuff. They call it
the CCP.
No. Quick side note: this is a violently anti-Chinese podcast. Not people. Not people. Let me clarify. We like.
Oh, that's what I was going to talk about.
We love our Chinese Americans, but
I watched an old movie recently, and they were frequently referring to other people in the film as Chinamen.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, that's a weird term.
I feel like it's. I feel like.
I remember having heard it like as a kid. And thinking like it feels like a weird statement.
Yeah, I hear it.
To be like, you Chinaman. Like,
yeah,
I think that's a factual statement.
Yeah, he's
you white man.
Chinese man.
I mean,
yeah. But I feel like it's got it's not a slur by any means, I don't think.
Just not.
But I think it's got like a hint of like disrespect in it. Like,
oh yeah, it's dehumanizing, but it's not.
It's like, oh, it's just another fucking Chinaman with this camera.
But
that's more the Japanese.
I kind of like it. I don't know why I like it.
What do you mean you like it?
Just
like saying it, like hearing it.
Something about hearing it, like it feels like it. It's the way the syllables play out.
I suppose.
Like if there was a better word.
I have a word. No, there's a better word about syllables that play out.
Oh no.
7 letters, 2 G's, an E and an R.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll let the listener.
No, I mean go.
Dissect that. There's an N in there, I think, and an I.
Just in the middle, or
no, at the beginning.
Right at the beginning. Okay.
Yeah, it's like an N I.
So we got an N and I, two G's, And did you say it ends with an ER?
I didn't say it ended with, but it's got an ER in there, yeah.
Okay, there's an ER in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as we know, it begins with an N.
7 letters.
7 letters, beginning with N. And we're back. Welcome back to the show.
Unexpected interruption, but we... yeah.
Roommate died.
Yep. More or less. More or less. So...
He's dead to me.
Absolutely no recollection of what was previously being said.
Talking about,
don't you fucking dare. This guy's trying to hork Sour Patch Kids down his slimy gullet.
It's not slimy.
I bet it is. You want to test that theory?
Grab a finger, man.
Like my fucking...
Will you
dick.
feel better with your dick?
Yep.
That works just as well.
Certainly longer than my finger. It's not. I always forget I'm a half inch. You know, actually, I was thinking about that. Because like 2.5 men, right?
Yeah.
Because it's Charlie and Alan. There's two men. No.
And the kid is.
And then the kid's the
Stuart.
half of the man. Not Stuart. I think his name's Jake. He's a half man because he's just a little kid still.
Call him Mike.
So it's 2.5 men because the 2 men and like the kid.
And the kid is a half.
So we need a kid, is what I'm saying.
Like we need to have a kid, or we just need a kid.
We need a kid for the podcast, so that I'm an inch, you're an inch, he's a half inch. Because it's 2.5 inches. So
we need to find a kid.
Wait, I mean, he doesn't have to be
who is half inch.
He doesn't
will
have
not
to
grow
have a half inch.
because that would ruin the show.
Well, the kid grew into a man, so then but they never started calling it 3 men.
I'm gonna have to cut my dick in half, from 2 to 1, and then give half of the dick. Half I cut off to
half
you.
of the cut inch to me.
Yeah,
okay. You can stitch it on there, like that one dude. There's that dude.
Who's that now?
You know that guy that was like, he did that thing. He was like, "Gratata" at the end. His dick. He just like sewed on a whole extra dick.
What?
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
I thought he was just in gay porn.
And had like a whole another. He like doubled his dick size, but it was just like stitched on there.
Why?
Because he wanted to have a fat ass dick, which he had, but then only half of it could get hard.
Fucking tard.
A little bit of that. Because look, I mean, so he was quite, he's a shower certainly because half his dick actually can't get hard. Like he'd get hard, and the other half of the dick was just limp still because it's not actually a part of him.
Weird. So half the dick is hard, the other half flops.
Yeah. So he's the most he could ever
rope
hope for
every time.
He's pushing rope every time. The most he could ever hope for is like a 50% chub.
At most.
Yeah. Because he can't sustain such a gargantuan penis like someone else.
Like someone else we know?
Me.
I don't think we're talking about you.
I'm talking about
From
me.
the self-proclaimed half inch over here.
You proclaimed it onto me in the middle of the first episode.
I did not.
You said, I'm 2 inches. So what's that leave? I can't just say it's 2.5 inches. I can't just say, well, I'm 6.
Well, I am. You're 6?
No, I'm not actually 6 inches, but I'm just saying.
It's less than that.
Okay. Maybe it is. Maybe it is, huh? Maybe it's 2. Maybe it's 2.
I've tasted it.
See, now these are the kind of hijinks.
Hijinks?
Hijinks. Highlinks. Listen to this motherfucker smack on goddamn Sour Patch Kids like a fucking greasy whore.
You're not even gonna be able to hear it in
you
the
are
episode.
too. That last one certainly is gonna catch the audio. I'm sure of it. Don't you fucking dare. Why didn't you get a fucking pizza?
I didn't want a pizza.
Well, you're clearly starving to death.
I'm not starving. I just wanted a snack.
You just want to just eat everything.
It just tastes good.
God damn, man.
What were we talking about? Give me a fucking bit. What were we talking about? SCP.
Oh,
PCP.
PCP. Yeah, no, the thing that's the SCP Foundation or whatever. Look it up. Look what the definition is. Because I was sitting here one time Not there. Look up on Google.
How whack it is.
It's pretty whack. There's a bunch
That
of fucking
shit kids on the internet make up about monsters and stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, like it's I don't know, like it started as like a what if there was a thing.
What if black people were real?
You're trash. You need to put that drink down.
Okay, the SCP Foundation is a fictional organization documented by the web-based collaborative fiction project of the same name. Within the website's fictional setting, the SCP Foundation is responsible for locating and containing individuals, entities, locations, and objects that violate natural law.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of fucking nerds that just like, they're like, oh, it's the Loch Ness Monster, and then like the Foundation or whatever, like locks up the Loch Ness Monster so that it doesn't like fuck with stuff.
And so you'd commonly see it like SCP and then a number.
Yeah. And so they got like everything that you could ever fucking imagine. And so I one night, like one of those videos came up in my recommended, and I watched it and I was like, wow, that was very interesting. And so I watched the next one. Like, it's just fucking weird. It's just whack. Like, it's absolutely bonkers. Like, they're talking about like fucking Cthulhu and shit. Like
Cthulhu?
Cthulhu? I don't give a fuck what you call him. He's a goddamn fictional tentacle monster.
I don't know if he's fictional.
He is too.
I don't believe you.
There's one true God.
And it's Cthulhu.
And he blessed Dixieland.
And it's fucking Lord Xenu.
What?
You don't know Lord Xenu? From Planet X?
What?
You just wait until he comes back and burns all the souls that didn't believe in him.
Yeah, go ahead. Sure. Lord Xenu can fucking burn the hair off my scrotum when it's in his mouth.
Soul.
When it's in his mouth. When I'm choking him with my fucking fat nuts.
Lord Xenu
he can burn that. He can have heartburn on my nuts.
Lord Xenu is gonna come.
What? So who the fuck is that?
He's I think that's Scientology. They believe in Lord Xenu.
Oh yeah, fuck them. They fuck kids or whatever.
I'm sorry, what? The Catholic Church fucks kids. We've discussed that before.
You think Scientology? No,
Hey,
I know they do. I know they do. Because the president or whatever of Scientology,
L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah, he has like literally like 150 wives or whatever.
Sure.
Some of them were 14.
Sounds great.
I knew one was 14. So I mean, like that's a crooked. He's a lying crooked motherfucker.
He's dead.
You're talking
about a dead man.
No,
I think
very
he's dead.
good.
I don't fucking
that
know.
is.
Tom
I don't
Cruise
know.
met him before he died.
Oh, you see, Tom Cruise. I don't know what his fucking problem is.
He's a Scientologist.
The Hollywood folks. They're all
Tom Cruise.
They're awfully fishy.
Who was in? Fuck. What's his fucking stupid name? He was in Pulp Fiction. John Travolta.
John. Okay.
Not only, fun fact, he has a pilot's license.
Very cool.
Fun fact.
That's
also
nice.
a Scientologist.
Wow.
And he's bald now, and he looks fucking weird.
Is he bald now?
He's weird
Ooh.
looking.
You can't have John Travolta with bald. But anyway, no, yeah, that's a weird cult group of people.
Yeah, I don't know how we got there from SCP.
I don't know how. We really need to make them like illegal. He actually doesn't look as bad as I was imagining.
No, he's fucking weird looking.
He's weird
he looks
looking,
like Joe Rogan, but weirder.
But a Scientologist, Joe Rogan.
Oh, what did I fucking do? Half my screen is John Travolta.
No, yeah, that shit's just dumb. The way they believe in like the space monster, well, this Xenu character.
I think, if I remember correctly, and this is from South Park, they told a very strict to what Scientologists legitimately believe.
I did see that.
Has to do with Lord Xenu, I think, impregnating the Earth, like fucking volcanoes and shit, to create humans. And then I think they have.
I thought it was.
I think they have a similar like rapture kind of shit.
They got because he was like, he conquered the galaxy or whatever, and like genocided all the aliens, and trapped their souls in machines, and put the souls on Earth or whatever, and then the souls of Earth, the alien souls roamed around Earth until like life sprouted up, and the souls got into life, and that's why people have souls and shit. There he is. Yeah. No, it's a really special kind of fucked up you gotta be to believe in something like that shit.
I mean, from what I've heard, a lot of it is very like brainwashing.
Yeah.
It's less like you're like, yeah, that's my shit right there, fucking Lord Xenu. It's more like L. Ron Hubbard being a real able to suggest things to you.
Yeah.
Making you real susceptible. I mean, like, hey, you heard about this guy?
Well, and then that's like because they gotta pay all kinds of like crazy stuff.
You pay
money.
A lot of money to be a Scientologist.
Yeah, this
is not a profitable business unless you're the church.
Hubbard, yeah,
he's dead now.
But no, yeah, that is a really interesting group of folks that I really hate a lot.
Wow,
got any Scientologist listeners in there? Suck my dick. How about that? Why don't we?
But what if? Who did we invite on? Charlie Sheen. Are you a Scientologist?
I don't think so.
We can look.
We
past
also
it
invited on Magnegro, and if Magnegro,
there's no way he's a Scientologist.
No way Magnegro is a Scientologist.
He's Catholic.
He's a Jew.
Is he?
Magneto is. So we can only assume that Magnegro is just a black Jew.
He's just taken on every part of Magneto's character.
He's become Magneto.
He's converted.
He's converted to magnetism.
Yeah, he believes in mutants. Mutants are the future. Mutants are the future.
What about him?
He's got webbed toes. Shouldn't he be president? That's a completely original bit. Nobody else has ever done that before.
Ever done that. What's that guy's name, though?
The Pete Holmes Show?
Pete Holmes, that's right.
Fantastic comedian. Great
Funny
show.
dude. Really like his work. He has a couple misses, don't get me wrong, but
his show wasn't perfect,
good.
But a lot of the sketches from the show are
very good.
Just phenomenal.
I liked Pete Holmes. You know he
died?
died?
Like he died. He didn't die.
He didn't die. I'm just fucking with you.
What else you got? What else you got for me?
I don't know. You wrote a bunch of shit down.
I wrote 2 things down. I just all I can think about is how much I want to eat those fucking sandwich creams.
Eat them.
How much I want to get sandwich creamed. How about Mexicans driving a Range Rover?
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, so,
what do you know about that?
So okay, so I was driving home from work the other day. I saw a fruit stand. Well, it's been like all week. This fruit stand's been up there, and you know, there's Hispanic individuals running the fruit stand. Go figure. And I was like, the first time I saw a Range Rover parked there, pretty reasonably new, well kept up Range Rover, and I was like, oh, they must be buying fruit. And then like the next day, the Range Rover was there, and I was like, oh, they must really like this fruit. And like the third day, it was the only car there. And I was like, okay, there's no other cars here. That's their Range Rover.
Right.
I'm like, why would you buy a Range Rover if your only income is a fruit stand? I don't know their lives, but
the storage, you know?
Why would they run a fruit stand if they had an income that could afford a Range Rover?
It's the storage to bring out the fruit. Maybe it's their passion.
Range Rovers?
No, the fruit stand.
Oh, like they had like
maybe they're fucking dentists or doctors or
and
day traders.
They'd like to have fruit.
They own a family farm of fruit,
and so they just go personally sell it.
Sure.
I mean, that's possible, but
if you're retired,
awfully unlikely. Oh, if they're retired, then that actually makes a lot of sense. So if they were retired Hispanic individuals that were previously dentists.
That's the only possibility. If they are retired former dentists who now dedicate their time to driving their Range Rover
to their fruit stand
on the corner.
Yeah, because they like to hang out.
We have, I don't know if you've ever driven by the people selling flowers on the corner.
Oh, yeah.
A couple different corners.
Yeah, there's every fucking corner in the city.
Yeah. But I've noticed it before, but specifically it was on Valentine's Day. They just had a fucking Care Bear.
Oh yeah, I did see
dancing around, and specifically there's a street where there's a clown. There'll just be a clown fucking juggling shit and be like, "You want to buy some flowers? Fuck you, bowling pin."
That interesting sales tactics. You know, I just saw.
It doesn't really correlate. Is the odd thing.
It's like a clown. Why is a clown selling me flowers?
Or a Care Bear.
Or a Care Bear.
Like an on-brand, not even like there's on-brand yellow Care Bear. I don't know which one that is. The yellow flavor.
I don't know what it is either.
It's the yellow flavor of Care Bear.
You don't eat Care Bear. Do you eat? No one's supposed to eat the Care Bears.
I mean, you know what I'm going for.
Get out of town. Get out of town.
Get out of town. What else you got for me? Give me something.
Oh, but about shit. I had an idea. Then you talked about flavors of Care Bears, and I lost it. But this guy's trash.
This is a good podcast.
It is not.
Oh shit, we gotta do the ad. I mean, there'll be an ad.
Oh,
at
there
some point.
might be an ad. There very well may be an ad. Pull it up.
No, we can't do it in the episode. It's gonna play like before the episode.
Why can we not do it in the episode?
You want to do it in the episode, and then they'll hear it again before the episode. We only get paid for the one.
We only get paid for the one that happens before the episode.
Yeah.
So it's like an actual like a
record it-
YouTube ad. It's not our episode.
You're recording it separate, and they'll tack it onto the episode.
Oh, that fucking stupid.
Listen, but
who are these fucking guys?
Hey, honestly, they'll never find out.
No, they don't listen to us.
Fuck Anchor FM, all right?
No, well, okay, well, no, that I just said, who are these fucking guys?
No, fuck them.
You directly attacked them.
They're owned by Spotify. They can eat my cock.
Did they?
All right?
No, well, yeah.
Also,
if they don't pay us, they don't pay us. I
mean, here's the deal. There's no way they're gonna listen to this.
They're not gonna. They're not gonna waste 47 minutes of their time.
You probably heard the ad already for Anchor FM, so this is just so we can play both sides and always come out on top.
Absolutely.
Here in the episode, we're gonna say fuck Anchor FM,
but get ready to
garbage
hear
platform.
If you haven't already,
get ready to hear an ad for why you should host your podcast on Anchor FM.
Yeah,
highly recommend it. I'm gonna have some more.
Boy, do I like
come
just fingering my butt and listening to Anchor podcasts. Boy, if that ain't just my most favorite thing to do on a Sunday afternoon.
Oh, can we do that for the ad? Finger our ass. No.
Finger our ass, like in person, or talk about fingering
talk
our
about
ass.
it.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
no, I'm not gonna finger my ass.
I sure do love getting just a couple fingers in there while I'm listening to my podcasts on Anchor.fm. That's Anchor.fm. ANCHOR.fm. For your podcast needs. Great for fingering. That's pretty much it. It's the only time you should really use it.
Really choking Anchor down these poor bastards' throats.
Hey, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Listen, you could finger your ass without Anchor.
You can, but that would make you
It'd
gay.
be a subpar experience, and it would make you gay.
Yeah,
if you
so
play
you need
Anchor,
to finger your ass with Anchor.
Specifically, here's the thing. There may only be 3 episodes of this podcast.
Ever,
actually. But, if you're fingering your ass, male or female, and you're not listening to 2.5 inches while you do it, I almost called the podcast Cumtown.
Well,
then you're gay is the thing, and that's that's not a opinion thing. We're not making the rules. We just
rough burn rip off of Cumtown. We're just a less professional.
Let's just
more choppy, less funny version of Cumtown.
For the last 10 minutes, let's just play one of their episodes.
Get sued. That would make them so fucking stupid, because they always talk about how stupid people are for suing other.
Yeah.
They're always like, oh, who trademark this and whatnot, but they probably would sue us, because why wouldn't you?
I mean, they would have every reason to.
They would have every, I understand, but...
This podcast is brought to you by Cumtown. They paid us.
I was listening to one of their episodes today, actually.
Yeah, and you came?
Yeah, I came to town.
Oh.
But no, anyway, they were They can be so rude to Adam.
They can.
They made him have some kind of echo effect, and they're like, "Oh, okay, so if you have a super small penis, you have an echo effect or whatever." And so then Adam like didn't talk for a while, but then he talked again. He had the echo effect, and he was like, "Guys, can you just? I don't want to, you know." It was like 10 minutes where they're like, "Fuck you, Adam," just like
it's funny.
Aggressive and mean. And I was like, "Damn,
we need
Adam.
a scapegoat. We can just fucking bitch out all the time."
They're not gonna. No, I don't understand why Adam stays with us.
With us? Adam's here. Hey, Adam.
Damn it.
Let's scrap.
We're just
scrap
the whole show. Scrap the whole fucking show. No ads, no nothing. We're done. We're deleting all the episodes.
Get fucked. And we'll see you in episode 4.
51. Yeah, we'll see you in episode 4 certainly. But then we're not quite done. We got something left, don't we? We got a little juice in the tank, a little nut in the scrotum left.
There's a little cum in the scrot.
Cum in the scrot, bro.
You can come in my scrot.
That would be kind of gross.
There's somebody coming into your dick.
Like in the urethra?
Coming into your penis.
That might honestly be an interesting experience. I'm not ruling it out, is what I'm saying. I'm not.
You are a fucking animal.
We've
covered this before.
I just. How can we rule it out if we don't even have any concept of what it is like?
Have you ever seen something in the midst of a pornographic video? That made you like put your hand away for a second and be like, "What the fuck?" and actually have to laugh.
Yeah,
happens to me all the time.
It's really funny.
Like quote unquote regular, like what you see on the front page of the Hub stuff. That would make me laugh every time. Like I cannot watch it, aside from just having seen too much at this point. It will make me laugh. Partly just because of the jokes, like they lean into it a lot. But like the fucking like, step bro, I'm stuck in the dishwasher.
Oh yeah, that's just funny.
It's funny.
It's funny
but
how like god awful the plot is.
I've seen one and it's like Bang Bros or something, or what's the other one? Family Pies.
Oh,
they have a great theme song, by the way. My family pie. You don't know the theme song?
I have not.
It's
remembered the theme song by heart.
They're in the mid. It's one of those ones where she's like, "Oh, I'll sneak in through the window," and then she just stops and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm stuck, and then she falls in the middle of them fucking. It's after they're like, "Fuck the plot, we're just gonna fucking pound cheeks now." She falls mostly through the window, and they don't like be like, "Oh fuck, cut. We gotta edit it. We gotta change what we're doing here." They're just like, "Oh, oops," and then he pushes her back into the window and goes,
"Wow!"
It was fucking. I stopped what I was doing and I was like, "This is talk about dedication to your craft."
The plot is
she's sneaking
stuck in the window,
and she's stuck in the window. She falls out of the window, no longer stuck.
Mid-fuck, she's no longer out of the window.
So he shoves her back into the window.
Re-sticks her into the window.
Continues fucking her, and then at the end, she comes out. She's like, "Oh my god, thank you so much. Now I'm not stuck in the window. Let's have sex again." And then it trails off.
Nice.
It will always make me laugh. Or like, I love the ones. One of my other favorite ones is when the guy like gets a box to his door. You know, crack it open, and it's one of those fucking fuck me silly ass.
Those ones are hilarious.
Yeah, and then he's like gets a phone call, so he steps out, and then she jumps in. She's like,
she puts the
gets
pillow
under the
over
blanket.
her.
Yeah,
and so it's like very clearly now a real. It's not just a slab of silicone. It's a real woman's ass.
The funniest is when he gets into fucking the silicone. Comes back and is fucking. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know it made noise. Wow, the fucking blanket is shaking." Yeah. And she's like, "Oh fuck!" Yeah. Oh, and he's like, "Wow, I didn't know it made noise."
The blanket gets ripped off at some point.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Oh my god!"
He's like, "This." Yeah,
this is crazy.
Doesn't like pull out and back out and be like, what the fuck? He's just like, wow.
I had you sneaky little girl.
What
I had no idea you were
crazy
in there.
bitch. And then she's like, well, I might as well keep going. And he's like, we might as well. You are my sister, but it's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
So go watch porn.
Go watch porn. We here at 2.5 Inches really support the pornographic industry. I have a porn addiction, fun fact, but you already knew that based off the fact that I'm a fucking animal. Thanks for coming, bitch.
Thanks for coming with us.